An alternative is in the 1940s on the eve of D-Day, where Executive Order 9981 was signed 3 months before the invasion. Behind this Executive Order 9981 lies a terrible mystery. Today I am going to explain an action survival movie, Overlord. So request everyone, watch the full movie without delay. A paratrooper squad, mostly in an integrated unit. They are given the mission to destroy a German radio jamming tower in an old church. When they approached the church, their plane was shot down, and most of the squad members, including squad leader Sergeant Renson, killed by Nazi soldiers and landmines by accident. 4 survivors: Second in Command Corporal Ford, PFC Boys, PFC Tibet, and PR Pursuit. The group of 4 proceeded towards the forest and met Chloe. That is a very beautiful young girl. When they asked him, he told the village where the church was located. A resident of that village, seeing their condition, he allowed them to take shelter in his house. Chloe lives with her 8-year-old brother Paul and her aunt. Chloe's aunt, who was disfigured by Nazi experiments in the church. Shortly after, Tibet and Chase leave to investigate the designated rendezvous point. A Nazi patrol led by SS Hotsturmführer Waffner visits Chloe's house. Waffner sends his men away because something bad was brewing in Waffner's mind. He forces and rapes Chloe for sex, threatens to send his brother to church to be fixed. Boyce cannot ignore this and interrupts the Nazi officer. Ford was forced to follow suit and interrupts Waffner, trying to reach the meeting point to find Tibet and Chase. Boyce witnessed the Nazis burning the inhabitants of the deformed village. A dog chases him, and he hides in a truck carrying corpses to the church. Get out of the truck, and Boyce discovers an underground base. There is not only a radio operating room but also a laboratory, where the Germans perform various experiments on the villagers in a large pit filled with a mysterious serum and black tar. Boyce also discovers that they have captured Rosenfeld, a member of their squad. Boyce takes a syringe containing the serum and rescues Rosenfeld, another member of the paratrooper squad, alive. They escape through the sewers of the base. When Boyce and Rosenfeld return to Chloe's house, Tibet and Chase are already back. Boyce asked Waffner what was done by the serum. Waffner declined to elaborate. As a result, Ford tortured him. The squad team was getting ready to attack the church. At this opportunity, Waffner tries to escape, and Waffner shot and fatally wounded Chase. Boyce comes to mind to resurrect a dead person by serum in the lab. Boyce then injects Chase with the serum. The moment Chase is resurrected, but he transforms into a ferocious beast and becomes very violent. Boyce and Chase have a fight. Boyce uses many tricks to kill Chase. A patrol comes upon hearing the reaction and sounds of murder, and they find their leader, Waffner, in captivity. Meanwhile, the shooting started. Everyone in the patrol was killed, and Ford blows half of Waffner's face off. Waffner fled with Paul hostage and returned to the lab. He injected himself with 2 doses of the serum, and one takes a terrifying form. Later, they all took refuge in a secluded place. Boyce proposes to infiltrate the base and destroy the tower from the inside, and will also destroy the laboratory. Others supported him, and Ford quietly agreed. As a result, they are divided into 2 groups. Rosenfeld and Tibet launched a frontal diversionary attack. Meanwhile, Ford, Boyce, and Chloe enter the base using the sewers. Boyce and Ford placed explosives on various walls of the base. Meanwhile, Chloe is looking for her brother Paul. Chloe eventually finds Paul, sent him back to the village, and successfully kills a mutated test subject who corners him. He returns to the village, where Tibet and Rosenfeld are chased by base guards. At that moment, Tibet was injured while trying to protect Paul from the bullets. Chloe sees the incident. As a result, he killed the rest of the Germans and treats wounds in Tibet. Waffner, on the other hand, is now transformed and possesses superhuman strength and resilience. Waffner defeats Ford and impaled him on a meat hook. Waffner reveals that the serum was created using ancient energy through black tar, using the villagers' bodies. If injected, a dead person is resurrected, but transformed into a terrifying beast, which continued for centuries under the village. Their aim was to create immortal and invincible soldiers to serve the Reich. When Waffner was speaking, Boyce then confused Waffner. At this opportunity, Ford pulled the hook and injects himself with the serum to heal his wounds and kill Waffner. Boyce turned off an oxygen tank and held Waffner for a long time. When Ford began to transform, Ford orders Boyce to leave him here and asks to detonate the explosives. Ford believes that neither side should own the serum because it will be dangerous for mankind. Boyce agreed and went out of the church, and behind him the church and the jamming tower collapsed. Ford immediately kills Waffner and the test subjects. Boyce joined the others, and a radio announced that the D-Day offensive had ended in an Allied victory. Boyce credits Ford with the decision to place the bomb inside the church in his report. The commanding officer questions Boyce about rumors of an underground lab under the church. Boyce, sharing Ford's view, refuses to see anything worth digging. The officer apparently accepted his story and told him to reassign them to C Company as the war continued. And the movie ends. Like and subscribe if you like.